Welcome back to my series where I write Cobra Kai Season 6, and in today's video I'm going to write Episode 7 of Season 6. So if you haven't watched the previous parts, go watch them right here. The episode starts off with the senseis taking Miyagi-Fang to a cave. Daniel says that this test is going to be their best shot at winning the duos tournament. Daniel explains that for this test, every 2 students will be randomly put into a team to prepare them to be able to work together in the Sekai Taikai. The teams are Miguel and Kenny, Robby and Anthony, Tory and Demitri, Sam and Kyler, and Hawk and Devon. The students split up into their new teams and Daniel explains the test. Each team has to explore the cave to find a way out and pass obstacles throughout the cave. Every team will also occasionally run into another team, and at that point they have to fight each other and take off the other team's headband. The scene then cuts to Miguel and Kenny walking through the cave, with Miguel trying to talk to Kenny about Sean and that he should give him a chance to prove himself. But Kenny tells him that Sean made a big mistake joining Cobra Kai and hurt him, so he can't forgive him. Miguel tries to argue, but before he can, Kenny all of a sudden falls at the edge of the path. Miguel looks over and sees that Kenny is being pulled by a water stream downwards, so he jumps in to save him. Miguel reaches Kenny and pulls him out of the river. The two of them collapse on the ground and start getting up, but before they can, Kenny gets kicked down and knocked unconscious. Miguel looks up to see Sam and Kyler facing him ready to fight. Kyler attacks Miguel, but Miguel just barely blocks his attack, and since Miguel is tired from saving Kenny, Sam lands a punch on Miguel. Sam and Kyler regroup, and Miguel tries attacking them and lands a few hits on them, but for the final attack, Sam blocks his hit, Kyler kicks him back, and Sam does a tornado kick to finish him off. Kyler says he never stood a chance 2v1 after saving Kenny, as he takes Miguel and Kenny's band off and they continue on to the cave. The scene then cuts to Kreese and Kim teaching Cobra Kai. Kreese tells Sean and Jin that they're the dojo's best shot at winning the boys competition. Kim then says to a new character, Laura, who is Kim's nephew, that she's the dojo's best shot at winning the girls competition. Kreese then dismisses the rest of the class and says that only the top students get extra training and the rest of the class is dismissed. Kreese tells Sean and Jin that if they get to the finals, they will most likely fight Robby or Miguel. Kreese says since he's taught the both of them, he's going to personally train them how to be able to defeat Robby and Miguel. Kim tells Laura the same thing, that she will most likely face Sam or Tory, and she'll teach her their weakness and how to defeat them. Scene then cuts back to Tory and Demitri getting close to the end of the cave after only going through one fight with Brett and Nate and beating them quite easily. As Tory and Demitri are about to leave the cave, Hawk comes out of nowhere and punches Tory in the face. Before Demitri can react, Devon attacks him from behind with a flying kick and knocks him down. Hawk quickly runs to snatch the two bands off and leaves the cave with them. Tory is mad about being surprise attacked so easily and how good Hawk and Devon's teamwork was, but she accepts the loss and walks out of the cave with Demitri to find the rest of Miyagi-Fang outside already. Most of the teams lost their bands but still made it out of the cave, and the only teams that passed were Sam and Kyler, Robby and Anthony, Hawk and Devon, and Mitch and Chris. Daniel congratulates the teams who made it out with their bands and then says there is one final step to this test, which is a duo tournament. The remaining teams have to fight each other until the other team loses their band. The first round is Sam and Kyler versus Robby and Anthony. Sam decides to attack Anthony first to get him out of the way, so Kyler distracts Robby for a bit while Sam quickly knocks out Anthony and takes his band. Kyler is about to be defeated but sees that their plan works and regroups with Sam. Robby goes on the offense and leg sweeps Kyler and Sam. Robby quickly takes the band off Kyler and almost gets Sam's off, but she moves out of the way at the last second. Robby still lands a good punch on Sam though, which knocks her backwards a bit. Sam recovers from Robby's attack and blocks his next attack, punches him back, and then leg sweeps him. Robby falls down but saves himself with a kip up and gets back up. Sam rushes him thinking that she has the advantage, but Robby dodges her last second and tornado kicks her down to the ground. Before Sam can get up, Robby punches her again to make sure she can't get up and snatches the band, winning the match. Daniel announces that the second round will be Mitch and Chris versus Hawk and Devon. The match starts and Hawk and Devon humiliate them and finish them off quickly, winning the match. The final match is Robby and Anthony versus Hawk and Devon. Hawk doesn't want to fight Anthony since he is his mentor, but Devon doesn't have a problem with that and starts fighting Anthony while Hawk fights Robby. Anthony doesn't get destroyed instantly this time due to his training with Hawk, but Devon still outskills him and takes his band off. Hawk starts to take some hits and is about to lose to Robby, but Devon attacks Robby, making him need to fight the both of them at the same time. Hawk and Devon's teamwork is too good, so they start overwhelming Robby and land lots of hits on him. Robby gets a few good hits on them, but eventually gets knocked out and Hawk takes his band off, winning the match. Hawk and Devon celebrate their win and Daniel congratulates them for winning the cave training. The scene then cuts to a plane flying over Okinawa, and when it lands, Kreese and the rest of Cobra Kai step out of the plane in their new gis. As Kreese and Cobra Kai walk through the city, they stop at a promotional picture that shows a karate fighter, and at the top of the picture says Sekai Taikai. Kreese stares at the picture as the episode ends. That's all for today's video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you think should happen in the final 3 parts, and if you haven't seen the rest of the series, go watch it right here.